Hare Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschata Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda. Let's chant together with our heart, with our mind, with our tongue, with our hands. Move our jaw, move our paw, and chant japa. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare Hare.
Ram Ram, Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram.
Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare.
Hare, Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram.
Hare Krishna, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna, Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram.
Hare Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Ram, Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Ram Ram,
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
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 Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna.
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
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 Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna, Hare
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 Ram, Hare Ram. Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
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 Ram, Hare
Ram, Hare
Ram,
Ram.
Ram Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
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 Ram, Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare Ram.
Ram Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram.
Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram, Hare Ram,
Ram
Ram
Ram, Hare
Ram,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram.
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram, Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna.
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram, Ram
Hare Krishna.
Ram,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare
Krishna.
Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna, Hare Hare Hare
Hare Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare,
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna.
Hare Ram, Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna, Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna.
Ram, Ram
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Ram
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna.
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna, Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare,
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna.
Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna.
Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
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 Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram, Hare Hare
Ram,
Krishna Krishna.
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram, Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram, Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna Krishna.
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram, Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna.
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna.
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna
Ram,
Krishna.
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna
Ram,
Krishna.
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna.
Ram, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Krishna, Hare 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 Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram.
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna, Hare 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 Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Krishna
Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram,
Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram.
Hare 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 Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram.
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Ram
Krishna Krishna,
Ram Hare
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 Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram.
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Hare
Ram
Hare Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna.
Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram.
Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram
Krishna Hare
Ram.
Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Hare Hare
Ram.
Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna.
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
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 Hare,
Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram
Hare Krishna, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
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 Ram,
Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram, Ram
Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Ram
Hare
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 Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare Hare
Hare
Ram Hare Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare Hare Ram Hare
Ram
Ram Ram
Ram,
Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
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 Ram
Ram,
Hare Ram Ram
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Hare
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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna, Hare Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram Hare Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare Ram
Krishna,
Hare Ram
Hare Ram,
Ram
Ram
Ram Hare
Ram,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare Ram,
Ram
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 Ram,
Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna Hare
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 Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Ram Ram Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare
Ram,
Hare Ram Hare Ram
Ram Ram, Hare
Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare Ram,
Ram
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 Ram,
Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna Hare
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 Hare Ram,
Hare Ram Hare
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram Ram
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare Ram
Ram, Hare Ram,
Ram
Ram Ram,
Ram Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare Hare Ram Hare
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare Hare
Ram
Ram Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare Hare Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna, Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Hare
Ram,
Hare Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Hare
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 Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
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 Krishna, Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
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 Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare
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 Ram,
Ram Hare Ram Ram
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Hare
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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Ram,
Hare Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram,
Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram Ram Hare
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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare Ram Hare
Ram
Ram Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare Hare,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Ram, Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Ram Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram
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 Hare
Ram,
Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram Hare
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 Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
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 Hare Ram
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
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 Ram
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 Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
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 Ram
Ram,
Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram
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 Hare
Ram
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
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 Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Ram, Ram, Hare
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 Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram,
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivas Adi Gaura Bhaktavinda Gurvi Gauri Chandraya Radhikaya Tadalayi Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Namo Namaha Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Eva Cha Patitanam Pavanebhya Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Hare Krishna, dear worshipable devotees, thank you so much for taking out your valuable time to join in this online Vaishnava Sangha. Karina, Abhiraj, Lakshay, Vyonto, Gauri, Navya, Isha, Vedi, Avni, Mehul, Vinayak. So happy to see all of you. Thank you for chanting together, those who chanted on unmute. I really like it. Avni, Vedi, Sampada. Thank you. Always remember that verse, Uttamas Chintitam Kuryat Praktakari tu Madhyama. Whole completed. Who knows this verse? The 4 types of students, 4 types of disciples, the 4 types of children. Uttamas Chintitam Kuryat. Vinayak?
Broji, I don't know the verse. I forgot that, but I know the translation, I think.
Okay, tell.
The 4 types of disciples, students, and children. The first type, the best one, does something without being told. The second one does something when he's told. The third one does something not well and after he is told. And the last one doesn't do it at all or terribly. Hare Krishna.
Very nice. Uttamas Chintitam Kuryat. The topmost are Chintan. Those is by thinking they know the mood of the parent, teacher, or guru, and they execute it. Right? Or the guru may have said it once, and next time the same situation happens, right? They'll do it without being asked, right? Maybe your father has told, when I come from office, I'm really tired and hungry. Can you give me water? If once he has told, then, something like that. Proktakari tu madhyama. After speaking, after getting reminder, that's still better than not doing. But adhama ashraddha. Ashraddha means Shraddha. Sampada?
Without faith.
Yes. So the lower are those who do half-heartedly without faith. Say, why he's telling me, he's always pointing on me. Why doesn't he tell my sibling to do this? He's coming, let me get out of his, otherwise he'll tell me to do something. Right? And akartum uchishta. They're like stool. So thank you. I am happy to see everyone. Rama, Vinita, Athar, Haley, Prapti, Ishan, Ashrit, Ayush, Nishita, Ayati, Sahas, Ethereal, Mishti, Haribol. Thank you. So we have the whole team now. So everyone okay, happy, healthy, comfortable? Your school, your health, your studies, your bhakti, everything going well? Okay. Anyone has a question or a comment before we get started? Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. I think all
My
the time.
school starts tomorrow.
Okay, nice. All the best for your new school. Great. Isha?
Are we gonna do Kahoot today?
That's your question? Okay, I think so. What do you think? Yes? No? Vedai will tell.
There's no Kahoot today.
Okay, there is no Kahoot. But we'll do something else. Okay? Karina?
Prabhuji, yesterday we went by, I forgot his initiated name, but his wife's name is Srimati Revati Mataji's, and her husband's initiation anniversary. So yesterday we went by their house and it was really fun. We had a lot of kirtan. The kirtan was amazing, and the prashadam was really good too, and we had a lot of fun.
Very nice. Very nice. That's the power of Vaishnava association. When we are in the association of devotees, we always feel happy, joyful, and it's fun. Bhakti is fun. Bhakti is done joyfully. What's the verse ringing in your mind when I say bhakti is a joyful process? Or is a happy process? Or it's done with sukham? Oh, good job, Navya. Go ahead.
Raju Vidya Rajaguham Pavitramritamuttamam
Pratyaksha.
Pratakshavāgamam Dharmyam Susukham Kartamavyayam.
Excellent. Who knows the meaning? Who knows the meaning of this verse? Who knows the verse? Which verse is that? Okay, Vedi, which verse is that?
It's a 9.2 from the
9.2.
Gita.
Very nice, from Bhagavad Gita. Ethereal meaning?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. The meaning is, it's like it's the king of education. This bhakti is also the most secret of all secrets. It's pure, and it's the purest of religion, and it's joyfully performed too.
It's joyfully performed. How many of you feel joyful while doing bhakti limbs or while being in the association of devotees? What about honoring prasadam? That's certainly joyful, right? Very nice. Very happy to see that. So yes, bhakti is joyfully performed, and when we do in the association of devotees, we become so joyful. Is it not? So how many of you have a new verse? Did anyone learn a new verse? I see some of you sent recordings, so I just want to clarify again. When you send a recording, that's after you have memorized it, right? That's after you have memorized. The recording is not to just speak it, but it's a sign for me, that like a signal that you have memorized the verse. So I encourage all of you to memorize the verse which is given. So I realized that having bigger goals, 30 verses, 50 verses, that's not working. We'll just give 1 or 2 verses in each class, right? Because some of you are memorizing 2. So I want to keep that challenge also, like have a bonus verse. Some of you are memorizing 1, which is also very nice, but don't let it go below 1, because below 1 there is 0, right? So that's the smallest whole number, right? Please try to memorize, okay? 1 verse every week. Okay, Avani and Lakshay, go ahead.
So I learned the Chaitanya that the Adi Lila 5.4. Sarva Avatari Krishna Swayam Bhagavan Tahara Ditya Dea Sri Balaram.
Very nice. Very nice. Lakshay?
I learned the Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi Leela's 5.4. Sarva Avatari Krishna Swayam Bhagavan Tanhara Dvitya Deha Sri Balaram.
Very nice. Who knows the meaning? Anyone knows the meaning of this? Tampada?
I know the meaning for 5.4. It means the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Shri Krishna. He is the fountainhead of all the incarnations, and Balaram is one of them. He's another body.
To help in the pastimes, right? Lilara Sahai. Very nice. Wonderful, wonderful. Anyone has learned any other verse besides these? Vedi, please tell.
I learned 5.5 also.
Yes, please tell.
Adu Ekai Swarupa Done Bhinna Matrakaya Adhikaya Duha Krishna Leela Sahaya.
Wonderful. Wonderful. These are simple, right? Relatively easier to memorize, correct? Chaitanya Charitamrita verses they're like all the verses are like a song, but these are more like a song, right? So bhakti is joyful, right? So it makes it easy and fun. Okay, so I was thinking what we will do today. And I thought we will cover a little bit about 1 verse from Bhagavad Gita. Okay, we'll study 1 verse from chapter 18. Any one of you want to know the formula? The formula to pass over all the obstacles. Any of you have any obstacles in life? So we all have some obstacles, correct? In our academics, in our health, in our right, like right now I have a big obstacle. I can't move around because of my knee surgery, which I can't move much, right? So we all have obstacles, right? We all have challenges, we all have difficulties, health, sometimes in academics, sometimes in health, sometimes in relationships, right? So but this formula from the Bhagavad Gita is a way to get over all the obstacles. And it's a beautiful verse. You'll all like it. Okay, shall we dive into this verse? But let's chant a few prayers before that. Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namini Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschaddesh Tarini Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langayate Girim Yat Kripatamaham Vande Shri Guru Dinatarinam Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram Guruve Gaurachandraya Radhikaya Tadalaya Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Namo Namo Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina Sarve Santu Niramaya Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschid Dukkha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Thank you again, my dear friends. I cannot emphasize how grateful I am, that all of you, such young souls, take out time every week to join this. It gives me a lot of hope, a lot of joy, and I'm very, very grateful. And I mean it from my heart that I'm very grateful and offer my pranams to all of you for taking out your valuable time to study spiritual life, to encourage each other. So this verse is from chapter 18 of the Bhagavad Gita, which is the last chapter. And this verse number is text number 58. I'll recite once and then some of you can recite. Machchitta sarva durgani mat prasadat tarishyasi atha chetvam ahankaran nashroshyasi vinangshasi. I'll repeat one more time, and then some of you can raise hands who would like to recite this. Machchitta sarva durgani mat prasadat tarishyasi atha chetvam ahankaran nashroshyasi vinanshasi. Okay. And these days I have only one screen, so I cannot see the physical hands. When I'm sharing my screen, I can see the electronic hands because they pop up. So Vinita or Atharv, and then Sampada.
Hare Krishna. Machchita sarva durgani matprashadat tarishyasi atha chetvam ahankaran nashroshyasi vinanshasi.
Hare Krishna. Machchita sarva durgani mat prasada tarishyasi atha chetvam ahankaran nashosyasi vinangshasi.
Okay, Lakshay, you can go. And now I can read the translation.
Machitta sarva durgani mat prasadat tarisyasi atachet tvam ahankaran yashrashyasi vinansyasi.
Very good. Navya, your turn.
If you become conscious of me, you will pass over all the obstacles of conditioned life by my grace. If, however, you do not work in such consciousness, but act through false ego, not hearing me, you will be lost.
Who is speaking this verse to whom? Type in, who knows the answer? Who is speaking this verse to whom? Type in. Everyone should know this answer, right? Come on, everyone has to type in so I can see. Most of you have typed in, very good, right? So Lord Krishna spoke this to his friend and disciple, Arjuna. And through the medium of Arjuna, basically he's teaching to all of us, right? So now we will read the purport. It's not very long. So anyone wants to read the purport? Yes, Avani?
A person in full Krishna consciousness is not unduly anxious about executing the duties of his existence. The foolish cannot understand this great freedom from all anxiety. For one who acts in Krishna consciousness, Lord Krishna becomes the most intimate friend. He always looks after his friend's comfort, and he gives himself to his friend, who is so devotedly engaged, working 24 hours a day to please the Lord. Therefore, no one should be carried away by the false ego of the bodily concept of life. One should not falsely think himself independent of the laws of material nature or free to act. He is already under strict material laws, but as soon as he acts in Krishna consciousness, he is liberated, free from the material perplexities One should note very carefully that one who is not active in Krishna consciousness is losing himself in the material whirlpool, in the ocean of birth and death. No conditioned soul actually knows what is to be done and what is not to be done, but a person who acts in Krishna consciousness is free to act because everything is prompted by Krishna from within and confirmed by the spiritual master.
Wow, thank you. Isn't that beautiful? Such a small verse, but so many powerful points here. Let's discuss something. What did you get? Any thoughts, reflections from this verse so far, from the reading? Anyone has any reflections for what we read? Okay, Isha and Vedi.
So one who is friend with Krishna is an intimate friend, and they should not be carried out from the false ego, and they were 24 hours to please the Lord.
Very good. Vedi.
One who is a friend of Krishna, Krishna will always look out for that person, and he completely gives himself to whoever that person is, because that person works hard in Krishna conscious.
That's beautiful. How many of you seen pet dogs? Has anyone seen pet dogs? I'm sure all of you have seen.
Sometimes.
Hmm?
Yeah, I watch it sometimes.
You walk them?
No, I watch TED Talks sometimes.
Why is your video off, my friend? Don't be shy unless you have something really, a situation where you can't turn on video, which I understand. Please keep your videos on. Unless you're on the moon and you can't turn on the video and something is going on, that is okay, but please keep the video on. It really helps everyone, right? Okay, so yes, we have all seen them sometimes. When the dog who's in the care of the master does not worry about food, correct? Does not worry about vaccination, does not worry about anything. The master takes care. If an ordinary master, the master is ordinary living entity, correct? Ordinary jiva. If an ordinary jiva takes such good care, or even for, let's say, all of you, your parents, grandparents take care of you. You don't have to worry about the dinner. You won't worry about, where will the dinner come from? You don't have to worry. You are just sheltered under your parents or elders, right? They drop you to the school. They get your supplies. They get your clothes and food and all the things, right? Without you even asking, right? At least the things which you really need, correct? Not the wants. Correct? Do they do that? Right? So much is true for an ordinary parent. Krishna is our real father, real mother. If we take shelter of him, how much more he will take care of us? Is it not? So in short, if one has taken shelter of Krishna, one does not need to worry about anything in life. Yes? Is that fair statement? One does not need to worry about anything in life. Now, does that mean that we should not study for the exam? Hey, I don't have to worry about the exam. Krishna is my friend. How about that? So what's the right attitude here? Bionto.
I need to study for my exam because Krishna helps when I need it the most.
Okay, you have to study. What else, Vinayak?
Proti, Krishna helps when you try to help yourself.
God helps those who help themselves. Yes. So in short, we have to do our best. We have to put our endeavor and then leave the rest. Do your best, leave the rest in the hands of God, in the hands of Krishna. But if we do not do, if we become lazy, then Srila Prabhupada mentions that even the lion has to run after the deer to catch him. If the lion just keeps sitting and thinks, oh, deer will come, I'll just open my mouth, the deer will come and come in my mouth, will it happen? No. Prabhupada is mentioned, deer will come, the deer will pass urine and leave. So in short, the lion has to also make the endeavor. So we have to make the endeavor. Arjuna also endeavored. Devotees also endeavor. They endeavor actually more. But they are not unduly anxious about executing their duties for existence. Right? Oh, what will happen if this happens? What will happen if that? What will if this, so much what if, so much stress, so much worry, anxiety. But those who are not Krishna conscious, they're full of anxiety. Devotees are Krishna Das Bindas, Maya Das Udas. Maya Das means servant of Maya. Krishna Das means servant of Krishna. Krishna Das means Bindas means they are relaxed, they are comfortable, they are chilled out because they know Krishna is on my side. Mat chitta sarva durgani. Mat chitta means, mat means me, of me. If you are chitta, chitta means consciousness. If you are conscious of me, that means if you are Krishna conscious at all times. Who knows a word where chitta comes? Anyone can tell a verse where chitta comes. Yes, Vedi.
Machita madgata prana bodhayanta parasparam katayantascha mam nityam tushanti cha ramanti cha.
Excellent, excellent. My dear friends, all of you have to revise 50 verses regularly. I want all of your hands to be raised, okay? Very nice verse. Machita comes there also. Who knows the verse number? Yes, Mishti?
18.65.
Is that 18.65?
Machita.
Bodhayanta Parasparam. That's chapter 10.
Yeah, isn't it in
10.9.
Chaturshloki?
Yeah,
Yes,
sorry, I was thinking of a different one.
10.10, right? I think you were referring to another verse, Mishti, right?
Yeah, I got confused with both those verses.
What was on your mind?
I was thinking Manmana Bhakto, but that one's different.
Yes. Very nice. But that's also quite similar. So Vedi, which verse is that? 10.10?
9, I think. 10.9.
You're right. Machitama 10.9, correct. It's 10.9. Chatushloki. 8, 9, 10, 11. So as you see, some words are common in many verses. So Machita means being Krishna conscious. Mat here means, Krishna is speaking means become conscious of me. When we say me, means Krishna here. Sarva Durgani, what does Sarva mean? Right? Very commonly used word. Sarva means all. Right? Everyone knows this word, Sarva? Durga. Wow. Why does the word Durga here is used? Can anyone tell? This material world is called Durga. It has a lot of impediments, a lot of obstacles, correct? Why is this world called Durga? Anyone knows? Isha?
Probably Durga, like over here, it means probably false ego.
That is a different word here. Sampada?
Maybe like it's called Durga because of the 4 stresses or like distress, like the birth, death, old age, and disease. So we have to like go through this. So like it's called Durga, I guess.
Okay, close. Ashrit?
Probably because Durga means fort.
Durga means fort. Okay. So close, even closer. Very good. So yes, Durga actually means fort. And fort, in the previous days were used as jails. Right? This world is also called a jail. You have heard this term multiple times. It's like a jail. It's like a prison house. In the prison, there are a lot of impediments. There are a lot of obstacles, correct? Is it not? So Durga is the jail keeper, Durga Devi, right? Or Durga here is also used as problems, challenges, impediments. So Krishna is saying, Mat Chitta Sarva Durgani. So what does that mean? The first line. Now word to word, you're all getting that? If you become conscious of me, you will surpass all obstacles. You will overcome all obstacles. Sarva Durgani. You will be free from all the challenges in life. That's the Mat Prasadat. Prasad means what here? What does the word prasad means? Anyone knows the meaning of word prasad? All of you eat prasad, right? What does prasad mean? Yes, Vedi.
Like the remnants.
Remnants, yes. But more closer in this connection. Navya. Ashrit.
What's been offered to Lord?
That's kind of remnants, the remnants of Lord. Prasad also means mercy, right?
Yeah, I was saying that it was the mercy of the Lord.
Mercy of the Lord. So by mercy of the Lord, mat prasadat tarishya. See, we will overcome this world, this material world. In short, we'll overcome birth, old age, disease, death. We'll overcome all the challenges and all the obstacles in this world. By what? Mat prasadat. So the first line is to become Krishna conscious. All the obstacles will be overcome by the mercy of the Lord, right? That's the second line. Mad prasadat tarishyasi, we will overcome, we will swim over. Athachvit, that now the first line, basically the first two lines tell that by the mercy of the Lord, by being Krishna conscious, by thinking of the Lord, by engaging in devotional service, we will overcome all the obstacles. We will have no stress, no worries. Now, the third and fourth line says the opposite. Atachetvam. If we do not, just in case, if we do not do this line 1, what will happen? If we act on ahankara, means false ego, and we do not hear to the advice, shroshrasi is come from the word shravanam, right? Do not hear, na shroshrasi, right? Shravanam, shranvatam, so many words. Shravan is the root word here, okay? Shravan means hear. If we do not hear to the advice of scriptures, what will happen? Vinash, vinanshasi, we will be lost. Okay? Is it easy? The first two lines tell about what will happen if we take shelter of the Lord, what will happen if we become Krishna conscious, and the next two lines tell about if we act by our own false ego. So can you elaborate, what does it mean we act by our own false ego and do not hear the advice of scriptures or Lord Krishna? What does it mean? Acting by false ego. Vedi?
Probably like instead of taking advice, you do what you think is right based on your pride.
Based on the pride, that's true. And based on the false conception of life. And what is a false conception of life? I'm the Lord, I'm this body, right? I'm the supreme enjoyer, everyone is my servant, correct? These are all false conceptions of life, correct? This is false ego. And what is true ego? What is real ego? Yes, Vinita?
I guess it would be like knowing your place in this world, like knowing who you are.
Absolutely correct. And what is that? What is our place in this world? Who we really are, as you said. What is that?
That like we're the jivas, we're the souls and not the body.
We are the soul, not the body, and we are Krishna's eternal servant, right? That's our true ego, right? If we identify ourselves with that, then we'll never be lost. Let's go a little bit more in the purport. As soon as he acts in Krishna consciousness, he is liberated, free from all material perplexities. See, this is the formula to be free from material perplexities. And if we are not doing so, both, like if we do it, what will happen? If we don't do it, what will happen? Lord Krishna is saying, giving both the answers here. So, any more thoughts, reflections from this? Anyone has any comments, thoughts? Yeah. Any examples coming to your mind? Now we discussed the theory. Any examples coming to your mind that they were in material or some kind of obstacle, but by being Krishna conscious or thinking of Krishna as their friend or any relationship with Krishna, all their challenges they overcame all their challenges. All the difficulties were destroyed. There are so many examples, right? Yes, please tell some. Everyone has to engage. Everyone has to, the more you engage, the more, it'll make a better learning experience. Okay. Beyonto, what's on your mind?
Dhruva.
Dhruva? Tell me a little more. What was his situation? What was the difficulty?
When he was young, he wasn't really allowed to sit on the king's lap, and he would get mad at everything. So then his stepmom, I'm pretty sure, said to go in the forest to overcome the challenges, and he did, and he prayed to Krishna.
Okay, very nice. Mehul? Very nice. Dhruva's example. All the great devotees, their example will fit in. Yes, Mehul, what's on your mind?
So, I also just wanted to add to that Dhruva, basically, he was praying to one of the gods. So basically, in the forest. So then this sage came and he said, and he basically taught Dhruva how to do it and stuff. So and then he did it, and then the god came, and Dhruva realized that he was he was actually doing it for like the wrong purpose, because he said he wanted, like he said like a realization that he wanted something like some power or something, and like power, money, rich, something like that. And so yeah, he was actually realizing, and yeah,
Very good
he
example.
lived for thousands of years.
Thank you. Thank you, Mehul. Again, very nice example. That by being Krishna conscious, he overcame those challenges. Yeah, others can also type in. We'll not be able to take all the responses, but I can read faster. One devotee shared about Arjuna, how he was perplexed, right? In the beginning of war, he was perplexed, correct? Yes. Mishti, what's on your mind?
Prahlad Maharaj, since he like overcame the obstacles of like Hiranyakashipu throwing him into a pit of snakes, and like those obstacles by calling out Krishna's name.
Absolutely. He wasn't so much difficulty, right? all the ways Hiranyakashipu had used to poison him, to put under the pit of the snakes and whatnot. Every way he used to kill, but nothing could happen. Srila Prabhupada, beautiful example. So many obstacles. And actually, this is a great segue because Prabhupada's Vyas Puja comes on the day after Janmashtami, right? So your homework for this week would be, of course, to memorize this verse, Matchitta Sarvadurgani, Mat Prasadat Karishyasi, Athachvettam Ahankara, Na Shroshasi, Na Vinanshasi. Na Shroshasi, Vinanshasi. Right? Not that hard. Will everyone memorize this? Just by thinking of this verse, all your obstacles will go away. And then you will write a paragraph of gratitude for Srila Prabhupada on his Vyas Puja. So you can offer that. So, right, like how you write maybe cards to your friend, your parents, your dear ones. So you're writing, I'm sure, who all are grateful to Srila Prabhupada about anything he may have done, right? We all have some gratitude. So try to express that in form of words. Try to write why you are grateful to Srila Prabhupada, what you think he has done for you in your life, right? Make it a personal letter, as if you are talking to Prabhupada, as if he's there hearing your words or reading your words, okay? So I would like everyone to write a letter or a card or something, right? You can use your creativity, whether you want to write it electronically or with hand, or you want to make a card, or you want to make a video, anything, but some content should be there, right, in that letter or that piece of work. Okay. And of course, this verse you'll memorize for this week. But yeah, Prabhupada underwent so many difficulties. Gajendra, right? Gajendra was also in great difficulty, Sampada is sharing, yes. And then he called out. But now I'll tell you a story about Narayan Astra. How many of you have heard this story of Dhruva and Narayan Astra? Has anyone heard? Maybe some of you may have heard, but it will be a good reminder. So you all know the story of Dhruva, correct? That how he wanted to sit on the lap of the father. His father, who knows the name of the father? Bonus, type in. The king did not allow him. He was very mad, angry. Uttanpad, very nice. King Uttanpad did not allow because he was henpecked because of the other wife, the mother of Uttama, right? So Suniti was the mother of Dhruva and Suruchi was the mother of Uttama. So king was more attached to Suruchi. King was more attached to Suruchi. As a result, he was more attached to Uttama, and he did not allow this young Dhruva to sit in his lap. Finally, long story short, he goes to his mother. Mother says, go to the forest, search out for the Lord. He meets Narad Muni. Long story short, he becomes the great king. Okay, but now we'll go after that. He was the great king, Dhruva, right? One day, his younger brother, Uttama. I'll pause in between, so you have to fill in the blanks. He was on a hunting excursion, but he was killed by the Yakshas. And this news reached Dhruva, and Dhruva was very sorrowful because his brother is dead and he was killed by the Yakshas. Dhruva got ready for the battle, but Yakshas are very, very powerful. And he rode on his chariots and took all his team and went to Alkapuri, the city of Yakshas, Alkapuri. And the sky echoed, and the wives of the Yakshas became very frightened because Dhruva was really powerful and a great devotee also. So Yaksha picked up their weapons and thousands of weapons and thousands of Yakshas, and Yakshas shot back arrows, and there was a big fight. Yakshas shot, there were 130,000 Yaksha soldiers. And they were all like, just imagine they are in the air, surrounded, and they're thousands and thousands and hundreds and thousands of them are shooting multiple arrows at a time. Just imagine Dhruva's situation. He was like covered with like a thunderstorm of arrows. That was Dhruva's situation. And Dhruva is on his chariot. But Dhruva was like showered in these weapons. However, as with the rain, the mountain is washed and it shines. Similarly, Yaksha's arrows, Dhruva's courage was renewed. So what happened? Dhruva scattered the Yaksha's weapons. The battlefield was filled with dead limbs and the ornaments of Yakshas. In short, he was so powerful, he kind of destroyed all of them. And then he was about to enter the city. What's the name of the city? Who knows the name of the city of Yakshas? He was about to enter. So this is happening outside the war zone, outside the city, and now Alkapuri. Very good. Some of you respond. Alkapuri. So he's about to enter, but Yakshas are also very mystical. They have mystic powers too. So he was apprehensive. He was a little skeptical. So not just like, and suddenly a lot of thousands and thousands of more Yakshas came, and there was a dust storm. Like everything was very hazy. Just imagine you are in this Dhruva's chariot. Everything was so hazy. Everything, and there is a rainfall of blood, mucus, pus, stool, urine, lightning, thunder. Just imagine, because all this mystic power, this illusion they had created, even the human bodies were falling from the sky. Hailstones fell in all the directions along maces, swords, clubs, stones, deadly snakes, mad elephants, tigers. Everything is, all this illusion these Yakshas had created. Now, just imagine Dhruva's situation. Dhruva had fought the Yakshas so far in a very straightforward manner, but the Yakshas knew that won't be able to win in the straightforward. So they created this illusion. They created this scary illusion to conquer Dhruva. Dhruva is in a very difficult state now, right? In a lot of material perplexity. Seeing him in the trouble, great sages arrived to encourage Dhruva. They counseled him by saying, "My dear Dhruva, Lord Vishnu is our protector. Lord Vishnu is our protector. Lord Krishna is our protector. Avashya Rakshibe Krishna iti Vishvasa." Avashya means always. Rakshibe, Krishna will always protect us. Have that faith. Have that strong determination. Just chant his name, Narayana. Narayana. And release your weapon, Narayan Astra. So the sages, he heard the advice of sages. He chanted the word Narayana. He released the weapon, Narayan Astra. So following the advice, Dhruva executed that, meditating upon the name of the Lord Narayana. He fixed the Narayana Astra on his bow, and all the demoniac illusions were vanished. Right? Mat prasadat tarishyasi. Mat prasadat will overcome all the challenges. And the Narayana Astra then fired all these arrows with shaft of golds and feathers of swan, which entered the enemy soldiers with a tumultuous sound. The Yakshas were badly defeated, and Dhruva destroyed all the illusions by taking shelter of the Lord and emerged victorious. So, in short, again, taking shelter of the Lord, we will be victorious in all fields of life. Will not be disturbed, will not be tormented by material problems. Mat chitta sarva durgani mat prasadat tarishyasi athat chvetvam ahankara na shroshasi vinanshasi. So, this is the story of Dhruva. Again, Kunti Maharani, Mata Draupadi, right? She was being disrobed. She remembered Krishna, correct? So many examples are there. Any thoughts, reflections you have? Anyone has a thought or a reflection or a comment or a question from this or from anything else? No questions? All good? So you all will memorize this verse and write a letter for Prabhupada for Vyas Puja. Who all will do that? Okay. So, very good, very good. I was thinking we can do a Kahoot with, which are like pre-built with math riddles and stuff if you want to do. Shall we do that? How many of you would like to do that? Or we can do Kahoot with any kind of like Kahoot, because Kahoot has a lot of like pre-built Kahoots also. We can take any general quiz based on what you say.
Prabhuji, may I ask a question?
Yes, go ahead.
Can't we also do like a spiritual booklet thing? Like booklet is kind of like Kahoot, except it's kind of different. Can we do a booklet, like some sort of spiritual booklet?
You
or
need
something?
an account.
We don't necessarily need one though.
The person needs an account.
Yeah, the person needs an account to make a booklet.
Yeah, we
No,
also
not
need a
to
school
make
account.
one.
There's pre-made booklets, but you need an account to host
To
it.
start them.
Oh right.
That's why we do Kahoot.
Someone show me.
If you just search up booklet.org or something like that, you'll find it.
I think Kahoot would be easier for now, though.
Would be easier. Okay, I'll ask you a question. Let's see if you can. Let's see if you can answer this. Okay. A family has 5 sons. Okay. A family has 5 sons. Each of them has a sister. How many kids does a family have in total? Okay. Respond in the answer. I'm getting all responses. 12, 10,
Can you
6.
repeat the question again?
796, a third is saying. A family has 5 sons. All of them have a sister. How many kids they have? The answer is 6, right? Because the 5 sons can have the same sister, right? So
Yeah, because they're brothers.
Huh?
They can have the same sister.
Yeah, so 6 is the answer. Two math books complain to each other. What do they tell each other? This is kind of funny, but nice. Two math books complain to each other. What do they tell? I have so many problems. That's correct. That is correct.
I practically gave up.
So maybe they need to follow this verse to remove all the problems. Okay, bonus question. What's the verse we studied today? What's the verse number we studied today? Who can tell? Type in, type in. $1858. Yeah, that was the main verse we studied, right? 1858, correct.
Should like
Yeah.
one of us like host a random Kahoot?
Okay, find one nice one in the meantime. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because,
Like
yeah,
what kind of like Disney, Marvel, Discovery,
it should be, yeah, like,
riddles?
yeah, something like that.
Roji, can we do something called game kit? It's kind of like Kahoot, but I don't think you have to have a login to host it.
You do it?
I
Very smart. Figure out, Lakshay.
No, wait.
what?
We need to
Which-
log
which
in to
website was that?
basically host a Kahoot or something.
No, you don't need an account to host in the Kahoot.
Okay, I'll give you while Ashrit and Lakshay, you figure out. Okay, I'll give you a math problem now. If I've given this before also. Let's say, okay, note it carefully. I am twice Vedai's age. Okay. After 10 years, okay, let's do it this way. Okay, I'm twice Vedai's age.
What
After
is the
10
age
years,
of Vedic? That way it will be easier. What is Vedai's age?
no. Okay, now I'll give you a question. I'm twice Vedai's age. After 10 years, I will be 1.5 times Vedai's age. What's Vedai's age and what's my age? This is a random question. It doesn't depict our actual ages, but you have to figure out. How many of you can figure out? How many have done similar problems in your school? You have not done? Vedai, in what class do they teach this in school? Do they teach this in school?
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. I mean, I don't remember when I learned it, but I've learned it.
You
I
learned
can
it.
say probably middle school, maybe.
Okay.
It started from 3rd grade for mine.
Is it hard or easy?
It's pretty easy. It's like basic
Pretty
common
easy?
sense.
Then tell Ashrit what's the answer. Type in.
I typed it in already.
I need a paper.
But that's incorrect. I'm twice Vedai's. Current age is I'm twice Vedai's age. That's we have to find the current age. After 10 years, I'll be 1.5 times Vedai's age.
Who's like original age? So I found out.
You have to
Like-
find current age for me and Vedai.
I
Yeah,
can't do algebra. The algebra formula doesn't make sense here.
How many of you like finance or like money? How many of you have finance knowledge or anything?
Me.
Prabhuji, is this correct?
I mean, I have a little.
How many of, okay, raise your hand about do you want me to take a class about finance? Raise your hands if you have any interest. Who has interest about finance, numbers? No, I'm serious. There are, I'm seriously asking. Finance, numbers. No one has any interest in finance. Wow. No wonder.
No, wait.
See, you have to develop some interest because this is something you all need.
Prabhuji,
Yes.
is my correct? Is my answer correct right now?
No.
So, can you repeat the problem again?
Okay. My current age is twice Vedai's age. And after 10 years, I will be 1.5 times Vedai's age. Is it so hard?
No.
Okay, who will display his or her screen and show me the approach to do this? It's not like a guesswork. There's an approach to do this, correct? Sahas, go ahead. Show your screen. Start the whiteboard. Tell me the approach.
Okay.
Sahas, you like numbers, right?
Yeah. So basically, what I did is I started with y is your age, and then x is Vedi's age. So I said y equals 2x. And then the other problem you said is y is your age when 10 years later, your age plus 10 equals 1.5 Vedi's age. So then I just plugged in 2x as y, and then I did 2x plus 10 equals 1.5x. And then after that, I did.
Probably a line down the middle.
Okay. Let's wait. Who can? He's doing okay, but he has done a big mistake. Who can figure out?
I had to do x plus 10.
Yes, that's a big mistake.
Yeah,
Good.
1.5x plus 15. There we go. So then it equals 5. So 10 minus 15 equals 5. And then 0.5x equals 5. So x equals 10. So Vaidehi's age is 10. And then your age is 20.
Good job. Good job. Who all got it now? Who all felt it was not that hard? Who all feel it was really out of your mind, out of your, like, you didn't get anything?
I understood the formula, but I couldn't write down the formula because it never made any sense in my head how to write it.
It's hard to write with a thing. Karina, which class you are in?
What do you mean? Like which grade?
Which grade? Yeah.
I'm in 5th grade. Prabhuji.
They don't teach in 5th grade this?
For my school, no.
Okay. Mehul, did you get this?
Actually, they don't teach this. Like in my school, they haven't taught this in 6th grade yet.
Okay, you'll come to that. Don't worry. Take it easy. Okay. So who was finding the Kahoot? Are you still doing it, or are we done for the day?
Yeah, I was like finding it. Most of the Kahoots like they require money. I have a Bookit account though. I'll install Bookit. Just give me a minute.
Okay, maybe.
Oh yeah, I have a book it too.
I have an account.
Maybe next time we'll figure it out.
Wait. Yeah, let me see. Apparently on my iPad, so it's pretty hard.
Aren't Bookits like there's a game, but to get to do something, you need to answer a question?
Wait, is it like Bluekit, right? It's not Bookit, right? It's Bluekit.
It's Blookit. BLOKT.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like, yeah, Bookit? No.
Okay, there's a question for you now.
Are we
This is
doing long division?
No, this is not.
If it's related to like algebra, I'll be able
No,
to do it.
it's simpler. This is a train. Okay. The train is going in this direction. Okay. And there's a tunnel. Okay. What's the length of the tunnel? 400 feet. Okay. And the train is traveling at 200 feet per minute. Okay. Right. So the train is traveling in this direction and the train has a length. Train 400 feet is the length of the train as well. Okay. Good. Everyone okay so far? How long will it take? How many minutes it will take for the train to pass the tunnel? You got it? The train has to pass through the tunnel completely. How long will it take for the train to completely pass? The tunnel length is 400, train length is 400, and it's traveling at this speed. How many of you at least know this distance, speed, time thing in your school?
Me.
All of you know this?
A little.
Okay. Okay, try. Most of you know this. Jashit found one, huh? Jashit found a quiz?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay. Okay, we'll do it.
Your link.
Rashid is fine. Let's pause for Rashid like this. Let's let them finish the question and then you will share, okay? Is everyone solving that question, the train question?
Is my answer right?
Hmm?
Is my answer right?
Yeah, type in their answer, your answer.
Prabhuji, is my answer right? I typed it in.
I did.
Prabhuji,
Hmm?
I found a quiz on Kahoot and it's all about Krishna.
Really?
Hmm?
I think we'll do Kahoot maybe next time, already a little over time. So 2 minutes. How many of you said 2 minutes?
Me.
Raise your hand. I see a lot of 2 minutes. How many of you agree with 2 minutes? Okay, that's incorrect. 3 minutes? Raise your hand with 3 minutes. The train has to pass the tunnel. Like the train has not entered the tunnel yet. The train has to completely pass it, right? When we say pass it, that means how long will it take for the train to completely pass? Okay, I'll give you a hint. The moment the start of the train enters, you'll count the time from that time. And the moment the last part of the train passes out, that's your full time, correct? Does it make sense?
Prabhuji.
So how much distance train has to travel total?
It has to travel like 800 meters.
800, correct, right?
Yeah, so my answer was 4 minutes.
Yeah, 4 minutes. Yes, that's correct answer. So from this point onwards, right? The train starting like point A, let's call it this, like start point is here. And when the start point will be here, the train has completely passed, correct? And what's this distance? What's this total distance? 800, right? 400 plus 400, correct? So how much time it will take for the train to complete 800 feet? How much time will the train take to pass over it? 4 minutes. Okay, that's good.
Prabhuji, I
Did you-
found the quiz on Blockhead. It's a riddle one.
Okay, next time we'll do this. Okay, I think we're already covered quite a few questions and stuff, so we will pause for the day. I hope you all have a wonderful day and celebrate Janmashtami nicely. Celebrate Prabhupada's Vyas Puja. Okay. Thank you again. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thank
Hare
you.
Krishna, Prabhuji. Bye.
Bye.
Hare Krishna.